Hi, you guys. It's Yaz, and I want to talk about narcissists in dating. There's so many people getting played by narcissists out there in the dating world. And I'm going to bring up a couple of things with these narcissists that they do that you need to be aware of in the dating world and be able to spot them, okay? First of all, let me just say this. When you're dealing with a narcissist, and let's say you're on a dating apps are not a good place to look for somebody, guys. I've been trying to tell you, on a dating app, you have like 90% narcissistic people on there that are on there jumping around, trying to get supply. They love options and everything like that. So it's truly a weed out. But one of the things you have to realize when you're on a dating app is when they have friends, they're looking for friends. Understand this. Anybody that has friends on their profile, or they say, they're looking to friends and see where it goes, that's somebody who's not looking for anything serious. When they say friends means they're looking for somebody to use for sex, okay? That's a nice, candy-coated way of saying, I'm just looking to use you with no strings attached or anything like that. So if you're looking for a relationship or you're looking for more than just a hookup, if anybody has friends on there, don't even bother with them. If they mention to you, well, I'm looking for a friend, don't even bother with them. They're going to waste your time, all right? And people get sucked into that because they start talking to somebody like that. And then what happens is they start, love bombing them and everything like that. And they forget the fact that there was a red flag there in the beginning. The narcissist told you. Sometimes these narcissists are stupid and they pretty much tell you who they are, so that you've got to pick up when they say, oh, I'm looking for friends. The other red flag in dating, you guys, is when you meet that narcissistic person, they're going to open up very quickly about a vulnerable thing that happened in their childhood, or they're going to tell you a story. They're going to say something like, yeah, I was an orphan, or, my father was abusive, or, I had this rough childhood. They're going to tell you a story and make themselves look vulnerable. Why do they do that? Because they want you to trust them. They're trying to get you to trust them fast. This is the goal of a narcissist in dating. They want to earn your trust fast, okay? So what they'll do is they'll say, I've never told anybody this. This is to fool you and make you think that you are special, because narcissists go to the same school of bullshit, all right? They listen to coaches on how to play people, and this is one of the things that they do. They tell you a vulnerable story. They portray the exact opposite of who they are. They're this kind, gentle person. Oh, I didn't set up my dating profile. My sister helped me. I don't know how to do this. Or I'm new on dating apps. This is all game, gang, okay? This is so that they portray to you that they're innocent, they're new to dating, they don't date much, they're an amateur, when in fact they are a veteran in dating. They've been dating for a long time. They're on all the dating apps, and they're trying to play like, little Mr. or Mrs. Innocence. They'll say things like, oh, like when you ask them, what do you do in your free time and stuff like that? And they say, oh, well, I'm a homebody. I don't really go out much. Yeah, but they're portraying to you that they're a homebody, because the last thing they're going to do is show you that they are a player or that they use people. So they're going to portray, I'm this homebody. I'm so innocent. Oh, I never really tried dating before. Or they'll lie to you and tell you, they got divorced a couple of years ago, but they haven't dated at all. That's all BS, okay? They're not sitting there in their room and not talking to people and dating people or having sex with people. It's a flat out lie, and don't believe it, okay? Because narcissists can't be alone. pretty much, all right? They always have to have something going on. This is why narcissists jump from one relationship to the next relationship fast. They need that validation that they are something. Death to a narcissist is if they break up with somebody and you jump in a relationship before them. That kills the narcissist. They want to jump in a relationship before you because they want to stick it in your face like there's something wrong with you. And look, I got somebody. You were the problem or something like that. It's all insecurities, okay? But when we talk about narcissists and dating, one of the most important things you have to do when you're dealing with a narcissist, or if you don't know if you're dealing with a narcissist, is put them to the test, okay? Tell them if they start hitting you with that love bombing right away. First of all, nobody should say they love you in the first week, the first month, even the first 2 months, all right? That's a red flag. Watch out, okay? What do they love about you? What do they know about you? Ask yourself, what do they know about you? Narcissists are the type that will talk to you, have 1 or 2 conversations, and then text you the next day and say, I'm really missing you, okay? That is game, okay? They don't know you enough to be missing you just because they had 1 or 2 text conversations with you, all right? When it seems too good to be true, it is. There's such a thing as, being nice and being overly nice. A narcissist love bombing you is overly nice, over the top, okay? Nobody does that unless they're trying to play you, and you've got to know the difference, okay? It's one thing for somebody to be nice, and it's another thing for somebody to be giving you the BS, okay? The other thing that you got to understand when you deal with these narcissists is that they are going to, they're going to build up this fantasy in your head. They're going to show you consistency in the beginning, okay? This is how they fool you. They're going to be consistent with the calls. They're going to keep you on the phone for hours, and you're going to think, I got a real one here. But it's the beginning, all right? Trust is earned over a period of time. So you don't know this person. You've got to wait till at least 6 months of watching their pattern of behavior to know what they're about. Narcissists, as time goes by, their mask starts to drop, and you're going to see things. They're going to make excuses why they can't see you. Their texts are going to be less and less. They're going to start, once they start to feel like they've got you hook, line, and sinker, where you're really sweating them. That's when they're going to start to back off from you. But understand this: when that narcissist is love bombing you and contacting you, you are not the only one that they are talking to. They are talking to someone else or multiple people. A narcissist never deals with just one, okay? They've got their validation is through multiple people, okay? The other thing is narcissists try to fool you by sometimes bringing you around friends or family who are in on it, okay? A narcissist a lot of times has a toxic family that will back up the narcissist, and they know that the narcissist could be a player or something like that, and they'll introduce you to the family, and you're thinking, wow, they must really like me. They introduced me to their family. No, the family doesn't care. The family's toxic. The narcissist already prepped them beforehand, that you're bringing you around to make it look legit, okay? They want the whole goal. Remember this with the narcissist. The whole goal of the narcissist is to get your trust fast, okay? Once they know that your guard is down, they want to break down your wall, okay? A narcissist is going to study you in the beginning to see what type of person you are, how guarded you are, how gullible you are. Anytime a narcissist says something to you like, oh, you're so innocent or something like that, the translation of that is you are an idiot, you are gullible, and you are, a sucker that I'm about to manipulate, okay? This is why you never tell a narcissist about how an ex screwed you over. Because when you give them that kind of information, that narcissist is going to be salivating. First, they're going to show you like sympathy, and they'll be like, oh, nobody should have screwed you over. Oh, I can't believe your ex did that to you, whether they cheated on you, whether they robbed you, whether they breadcrumbed you or jerked you around. The narcissist is going to be sympathetic when you tell them, let's say your ex screwed you over. But deep down in the back of that narcissist's mind, they're saying to themselves, wow, if that person played you, I'm going to be able to play you. So you're showing that narcissist your vulnerabilities. That's a big mistake, you guys. Do not unveil your personal secrets or your personal information to somebody unless you've known them a while, okay? And the other reason for that is a narcissist is going to test you to see what you're sensitive about. Are you sensitive about your weight? Are you sensitive about the fact that maybe you've never been married? Are you sensitive about your family? Are you sensitive about your kids? Where is your vulnerabilities? And you know why that narcissist wants to know it? Because the minute you have a disagreement with that narcissist or you're on the verge of breaking up or something, that's the first thing that narcissist is going to do is try to rip you up, okay? If you're sensitive about your weight, they're going to call you fat. If you're sensitive about your age, they're going to call you old. If you're sensitive about your kids, or they're going to say you're a lousy parent. They're going to hit you below the belt, and they're wicked with it, okay? They're wicked because when a narcissist gets a narcissistic injury, in other words, you piss off the narcissist by saying something they don't like or doing something they don't like, they're going to hit you with that. So the bottom line is, you guys, when you meet people in dating, people have to earn your information. You don't volunteer your information so quickly. It's earned slowly, okay? And time is your weapon against a narcissist. Because I'm telling you, these narcissists, their masks will drop between 3 and 6 months, depending on how smooth they are. A lot of them go to the same, school of bullshit. And if you've been around the block and you know what it is, you're going to be able to spot them right away. You're going to be able to spot these people. All you got to do is look at their track record, and it's going to give you a blueprint of who this person is. All right? A lot of people don't realize this. Because how they treated their exes is how they're going to treat you and how they're going to treat the next one after you. So if they've had a multitude of relationships that don't last long, or they end up badly or something like that, that is a red flag, all right? So when you deal with a narcissist, your goal, all right, or you deal with somebody you don't know whether they're a narcissist or not, your goal is to get information on them, not that they get information on you. When you talk to that narcissist, potential narcissist, you don't know if they're a narcissist, talk to them about on-the-surface topics in the beginning. Things you like to do. You like to play tennis. You like to go hiking. Things that, things in the news, the weather, stuff like that. And you test the narcissist to see how much they pry into your personal life, okay? Now, a narcissist who's looking for sex, a lot of times they're not going to be, interested too much in knowing too much about you, okay? They may ask you in the beginning, what do you do for work? Or do you have kids? Those are the two big questions if you're lucky to get that out of a narcissist who's looking for sex out of you, okay? When you're dealing with a narcissist that's looking to play you for money, they're going to ask more pointed questions. Like if they ask you, do you own or do you rent? Anybody who asks you if you own or rent within the first 2 months, let's say, is somebody that you need to block and delete because they're trying to find out your financial situation, okay? Anybody who asks you, oh, do you have a 401k? Or, oh, you must make a lot of money doing what you do. Anybody that mentions money or finances any which way in the first 2 to 3 months, that is a huge red flag. They're trying to prospect and see where you are financially because they may be after something. Anybody who says to you something like, oh, well, I'm looking for somebody I could build with. I think you're it. Let's build together. I want to build something together with you. We could build a business together. We could be partners. Oh, I always wanted to start this type of business, and I'd love to have you as a partner. Ding, ding, red flag, you're dealing with a scammer, okay? They're looking to build with you with your money, okay? Nobody talks like that in the beginning. Those are conversations that you have after you're married to somebody, or let's say you're at the point of you've been going out with somebody, 2 years or something, and you're on the point of getting engaged or something like that. But anybody who talks about building a business with you in the first 3 to 6 months is a red flag that this person is looking to use you for a come up, okay? Now, another thing that I want to bring up about narcissists and dating, you got a lot of narcissists out there on the dating apps looking to move to your city, okay? They're looking to have a fresh start. And guess what? They're looking to get a fresh start on your dime, living at your place. And this is what they do, okay? They're going to, they may start talking to you. Maybe they live in another state or something like that. And they're going to say something like, oh, I always wanted to come to New York. I would love to see New York. Okay, this is before they even have talked to you about getting to know you or anything. They're interested in your city. All right. That is a red flag. That is a red flag. Anybody who's talking about coming to see you in the first, month or something like that, and you don't even know each other, that is a red flag. They're looking to come to you because things aren't working out where it is by them. Maybe they already ran their course with everybody over there, and now they're looking for new meat in your city. They're looking for a fresh start. They figure they'll move in with you in your place. Don't be a sucker, all right? Don't be a sucker. Don't ever let anybody do that, move into your crib or anything like that, especially in an online or long-distance relationship. If they really interested in you and they want to move to your city, let them get their own place, okay? You don't let them come in your place because you don't know this person and you haven't seen this person on a day-to-day basis. Online and long-distance relationships are not real, okay? People that'll tell you, unless you knew that person before you guys had the distance, when you meet somebody who's long distance, you don't know what that person's doing. That person could be married or in another relationship, and they're pretending to be in a long distance relationship with you. And why? Why could they do that? Because they can. You can't check them. You can't check them. So, it's very hard with long distance relationships. If you get to a point with somebody and they want, to move to your city or something like that, my recommendation is that you have separate places and you date in the same city before you ever move in together, because you don't really know that person. So this is the thing when it comes to narcissists and dating, you guys. The way you're prepped on, narcissists and stuff like that, narcissists are prepped on how to manipulate and play. They've got their own playbook on how to play you for whatever they want, okay? They may want sex, they may want money, or they may just want an ego boost just to know that you're there. So many people don't realize that. They say, well, the narcissist wasn't really looking for sex and, they have their own money. Well, you know what? They like the fact to know that you're there and you're a security blanket, that you're somebody that they can call, and it gives them an ego boost to know that you really like them. Okay, you're boosting up their ego because you're taking their call and you're entertaining them. And guess what? That makes them feel good about themselves. Makes them feel like they're special and stuff like that because you're giving that narcissist the time of day. All right? So listen to me when I tell you, when you date, you've got to move slowly with somebody. Don't tell them too much of your personal information, and do not send them personal pictures or videos unless you want that all over the internet. Because if you break up with a narcissist, they will blackmail you. They will try to post these pictures online, or they'll try to hold it over your head and try to, intimidate you or threaten you, to manipulate you by saying they're going to post these pictures. They're very dirty. Narcissists are dirty, all right? So never do any of that stuff. And, don't entertain these people with sexting or anything like that. You're not somebody's form of entertainment. You've got to say to yourself, what are they doing for me? Are they progressing in the relationship, or are they just using me for their entertainment? I'm just entertainment for them, okay? People have to earn you, okay? You're not 1-800-SEX-CHAT. All right. This is the problem. So many people do this kind of thing because they feel, oh, this person's really into me and we're going to do intimate sex chatting and all this kind of stuff. And then when that other person, stops calling you and texting you and drops you, now you feel crappy about yourself because you did all those things thinking they really cared about you. You don't do those things unless you really have a solid, exclusive relationship. It's public all over social media. You've been with them a while, and they have earned your trust, okay? This is the problem. People move too fast, too quickly, wanting that relationship, and they leave themselves open for target by a narcissist. They get what they want, whether it's sex, money, ego boost, and everything like that, without really giving you nothing back in return. Think about it. What did that narcissist ever do for you? What did that narcissist ever do for you? Nothing, okay? Except give you a little bit of their time. Maybe they bought you a gift here or there. But what did they do? You know what they did? They wasted your time, okay? Because they weren't serious. Their intentions were not good. And that's the bottom line when you deal with a narcissist in dating. Their intentions are not good. They're not there dating you to get to know you for something. They're dating you because they want something out of you to use you. They're nothing but flat out users, okay? So don't be a sucker, you guys. Don't give somebody anything unless they've earned it, all right? I hope that helps you. If it did, please hit the subscribe button and please share the podcast. Have a great day. If you guys are having a problem in your dating or relationship, or you're dealing with somebody maybe that's narcissistic, you don't know if they're a narcissist, or you're just having problems, you're in a toxic relationship and you need some clarity on it, go to the link in the podcast description for my website where I offer email and phone coaching. If you have a quick question, just a quick question, and you want to get a video sent back to you answering your question, there's also a link there for Vizio where I will send you a personalized video answering your question. Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and I want to tell you about my 2 books on Amazon. The first book is Regain Your Power. It's all about power and relationship. Who has the power in the relationship? And it goes into all of that, okay? The other book is Signs He's Not Into You, He's Wasting Your Time, okay? Check it out. It gives you a lot of good clues as to whether you're with somebody who's a real one or somebody who's just going to waste your time. You could read them both with Kindle's free trial membership. So check it out. Link is in the podcast description. Hi, you guys. I just want to let you know that the Game Exposed now has their merchandise available. Check out the link in the bio, and you could go check it out. There's cool hoodies, cool sweatpants, cool hats. So go to the bio for the link. And also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook at The Game EXP 123, and also on Instagram, The Game EXP 123. Okay? And have a great day.